Hello everyone and welcome to metroTV. I'm Andy Hoig, your host, CEO and publisher of Metro Magazine. We have a really special show today. We've got the Salvation Army, Assistance League of Omaha, and then I'll be doing a really great conversation with Travis Freeman. He is the owner, founder of Bright Ideas, and he's the guy that makes that big tree on 90th and Dodge light up, and it'll be lighting in a few weeks. So don't go away. We will be right back. Welcome back. I am here with Cheryl Shetler and Jan Jackson, the Assistance League of Omaha. Yes. You have an exciting event coming up, the Christmas Caravan, yes. Going on for so many years. But let's just talk about what is it? To me, it kind of kicks off the holiday season for sure. So
yes, it really does. The Christmas Caravan is our biggest fundraiser for the Assistance League, and there's been several chairmen that start working on it in January. And we find 4 homes that are nicely decorated by by 4 designers, and we're so thankful to these people, these homeowners that let us use their home. And we start looking for those in January, and now our event is coming up.
Yeah. So let's first out. What are the dates of the event?
The tour is Thursday, November 8th, and you can go from 10 in the morning to 8 at night. Yes.
Okay. And then do you have like a patron event the night before?
Yes, that's called a preview party gala.
Okay.
And that's November 7th on Wednesday night, the night before.
Okay.
Tour the homes 4 to 6, and then you go to Champions Run for hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and we have silent auction, bake sale, and our thrift shop boutique. And we save the best of the best for this event. And then we have a nice dinner at 7:30 in a small program.
So again, I mean, I've been doing what I've been doing for close to 30 years. And this has always just kind of been, again, that event that kicks off the holiday season. It's so much fun. How many years has this been going on?
Well, there's a lot of controversy about that. Okay. But we're thinking around 43 to 45 years in there.
I would agree with that. It's, you know, just such a unique and, again, kicking off the holiday season. And the homes are pretty amazing. And every year it's different homes.
Right.
Is it different designers every year, or?
Sometimes it is.
This year we have, the houses are very close together. All 4 are in Northwest Omaha. 2 are in Deer Creek, that's about 120 at the military. And the other 2 are right across the street from each other in Waterford, just a mile west. And we try to get some of the same designers back, and some of them are able to and some are not.
Yeah, for sure. So we talked about where the homes are. So who are the designers?
Okay, the designers are Country Gardens from Blair, DIY Studio from Valley, Papillion Flower Patch from Papillion, and the
wait a minute. Okay, it used to be Dundee Flea. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we had to think of it. But this year they moved to a different location, and they changed their name to Humble Hive Mercantile.
Okay, from Louisville.
Yes.
Okay.
So those designers are from all over.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the great thing about this event too is you tour the homes, you walk in there, you get really great holiday ideas because the houses are just so beautifully decorated.
Yes, they are.
And so you're in there getting different holiday ideas, how to decorate your home, raises fund for the Assistance League of Omaha. So let's talk a little bit about the organization in itself, and what do you do?
Okay, we're an all-volunteer organization, 5013C, and we're all volunteer. We have no paid staff except for a bookkeeper, keeps everything straight for us.
So you depend on donations and events like this to raise funds.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have 7 programs, philanthropic programs.
Yeah.
Most of our money goes to Operation School Bell, which we just had in the last couple of weeks. We clothed 3,650 kids, and this year we included those children that were displaced from the Yale Park apartments.
Okay, yeah.
And so 175 of those kids got to go shopping at Penny's after our event was over.
Okay.
So we were happy to serve them too.
Yeah, I mean, how amazing, because that's been big news.
Yes.
And just to be able to give those families and kids the opportunity to just go and buy new clothes, buy what they need. That's wonderful.
Yes.
It is.
So we're going to recap the event a little bit in the last few minutes. Christmas Caravan, again, let's talk about the dates.
November 8th.
Okay.
From 10 to 8.
Okay, so that's the day where people can come
Can tour.
and tour, and then you do have the patron party, the preview party the night before.
Yeah, we forgot to tell you about the tickets.
Yes.
Talk about tickets.
All right.
Yes,
All
talk
right.
about tickets.
People want to know where can we get the
Yes,
tickets. Okay.
absolutely.
The tickets are $16, and they
Okay.
can buy them at Hy-Vee stores from any Assistance League member or from these florists that we mentioned.
Okay.
Yes, $16 ahead of time. If you decide, oh, it's a gorgeous day, I want to go to the Christmas Caravan today,
Yeah.
then you can just come at the door and
To any of the
pay
any of the
any
homes.
And the
our
homes.
Okay.
And then it's $20.
Okay.
And the preview party gala tickets the night before, where you have the dinner and all that,
Yeah.
is $100 a piece. And you can buy those tickets online,
Okay.
you know,
And
or from members too.
Yeah, and I've been to the gala event before. It's
Good.
it's amazing. It's worth every penny and then some to purchase those tickets and to kind of get to see the homes
fun
before before the public does, and have a great dinner. So website. Let's talk about the website.
Okay, the website is aloomaha.org,
Okay,
and that's where you can purchase some tickets too.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
get them online.
and then you can also find out a lot more information about the Assistance League of Omaha on the
Yes.
website and everything that you do. So
One thing I do want to mention is this is our first year at our gala to have the online bidding.
Okay.
We have never had this before, so
Okay.
we're excited. So
Yeah.
you don't even have to be
Yeah.
at the gala if you would like to bid.
Right.
Or give a donation.
right, if people are out of town or they can't make it because of a conflict, so that's
Yes.
really great information.
And also part of our proceeds that we get, each home has a boutique. After you're finished going through it, then you can go through a boutique that are all designed, of course, by the decorators
Yeah.
there. And 20% of those proceeds come back
Okay.
to Assistance League.
All right.
So,
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. And I know you're also a
Pleasure.
part of our annual giving guide, so lots of information, and they've got a profile page to learn more about what they're doing and how to get involved. So again, thank you, and looking forward to seeing everybody come out and tour the homes.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
right.
having us.
yes.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank
and
you.
we will be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Jeff Beckman, the Salvation Army. And Jeff, you're the Executive Director of Development.
I am for the Western Division, which encompasses
Yeah.
Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota, but I
Okay.
spend most of my time here in Omaha.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you. We've known each other for so many years. I mean, a couple decades. But excited to talk to you about what's going on at the Salvation Army. And this is the time of year. This is the Tree of Lights celebration. So tell us about that.
It is a great time of year, and we have known each other, as you said, for over 20 years, and I've worked for a number of nonprofits where we've gotten to know each other. And I've been blessed to work for many great nonprofit organizations and charities, none better than the Salvation Army. And there are a number of reasons why. One, it's just a faith-based organization, which we say that's kind of the secret sauce. We don't proselytize all the time. There are times when it's not even appropriate to do that. But we're a faith-based organization. We really emphasize that we don't discriminate, however, against anybody, regardless of faith, creed, race, sexual orientation.
Yeah.
We serve everybody where they're at. And when we go into this time of year, this is our primary fundraising time. So starting today, right now, through the end of the year, we're going to be trying to raise as much money as we can to fund our programs and services.
Well, okay, the Tree of Lights campaign, truly a tradition for so many people. How many years is that? What year is this?
I can't tell you exactly how many years, but it's been going on for decades.
Yes.
And the big tree that we have now on the corner of 90 and Dodge has
Yeah.
been there, I think it's been there for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's been in various locations.
Yes.
And you're right, when I came to the Salvation Army, that was far and away one of the things that I looked forward to the most, because for many years working for other nonprofits, you would see the tree, you would see the bells when people were going into the retail stores, and you're going, gosh, it would be great to be a part of that, to be
Yeah.
a part of that tradition. And now having the opportunity to lead those efforts is humbling, and it's really rewarding as well.
So we're going to talk about the event itself, the campaign when it kicks off. But let's talk about a few other things. What is your fundraising goal this year? And tell us a little about where does the money go?
The fundraising goal this year for the Tree of Lights campaign, I'm going to back up a little bit. We have a
Okay.
$20 million budget, just short of a $20 million budget.
Okay.
And approximately $3 million is raised during the months of October, November, and December. We call that our Tree of Lights period. And during this time, we try to raise, the home run goal is $3 million. The actual goal is about 2.85 to be
Right,
exact.
right.
And that money, 87% of the money raised there will go directly into programs and services that truly serve the most vulnerable people in the community. And we're talking about people who don't have jobs, don't have homes. Many of them have behavioral health issues.
Yeah.
They come live in situations that are hard for some of us to imagine. And I think the fact that 87% of what we raise does go into mission services speaks quite well. And there are other wonderful organizations in the community as well that
Sure.
that that work pretty close to that same 13, 14, 15% overhead cost. But the thing that we're seeing now, Andy, is that need is growing every year.
Yeah.
And this year, the philanthropic need is about $400,000 higher than it was a year ago. And philanthropy supports just about half of our
Okay.
mission and services here in the community.
And that need, just because of the population growing, just because of circumstances, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's interesting as we look at our community that you do have these people that are finding themselves, in a place where they need help, and your organization is so instrumental in helping those individuals.
It is, and there are, again, we're blessed in this community to have a lot of great organizations,
Yes.
a lot of great philanthropists. The Salvation Army serves all people, and that's the difference. We aren't just serving youth, we aren't just serving seniors, we aren't just involved in one
No.
particular area. We serve people from really pre-birth through some of our
Yeah.
early Head Start programs where we're working with the mothers, clear through our
Yeah.
senior populations.
So let's talk about the actual kickoff event. I've been to it many times.
Right.
I love it. It really, again, is kind of like, I just, when the lights, that tree lights up and there's
Right.
all these people, I've been to it when it's been warm, I've been to it when it's been snowing or a blizzard, I've been
Right.
to it's raining, but it absolutely happens on November 8th, is that correct?
It's on a Thursday this year instead of a Friday. We've
Yes,
broken tradition
okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, so why is that?
It actually just fit under the calendar better this year, and we're also trying to coordinate it with some other kickoffs that we have around the area. We have them in Council Bluffs and Fremont and Lincoln.
Yeah.
And the way the calendar fit this year, it just worked better. And we're
Yes.
going to try Thursday night. We think that Thursday night is a good night. There are a lot of activities in the community on Thursday,
Right.
so we'll see how it goes this year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Thursday's a good night. So it's going to kick off on Thursday. Again, people, 90th and Dodge.
Right.
People. So what can we expect if we come to the event? If we show up?
There's always great music, and when I say
Yes.
great music, it's the Salvation Army Brass Band
It
is always
is,
there.
yes.
I think Michael Lyon is there again. He's there just about every year. We have a few other surprises. So I think that if people show up and they'll be in for a good surprise. The other thing we always have there are reindeer and then some other
Yeah.
animals and surprises and food, free food. So
You have
that's always good.
cocoa. You have
We do.
some other snacks. And does Santa show up at this?
It's a surprise. I can't
Okay,
tell
all
you,
right.
but stay tuned. I think he might.
Right. Yeah. But again, I've been there many times,
Right.
and families show up, and it's just a lot of fun. And what time does the event start at?
It starts, so you can get there at 5:30.
Yeah.
The actual lighting takes place a little bit after 6.
Okay.
We have, television coverage there. We have good media coverage. And sometimes we try to time that with the broadcast so that the
Right.
lights go on. But there's that anticipation that's always fun. And once the lights
Right.
come on, it's officially Christmas in
Yeah.
Omaha.
Absolutely. And I will say, 5:30, and it wraps up at 7. So I mean, you really can come out just for a little bit, celebrate, be a part of it,
Right.
and then go about your whatever you're going to do that evening.
You can,
Yeah.
and it's fun, and it's casual. You don't have to dress up.
You don't.
I have to, but nobody else does.
But you can be warm depending
Yeah.
on the weather. So
Right.
we're a couple weeks out, and I'm not sure what the weather is going to be like. All right, before we end, bell ringing. That's a big part. Can you still sign up to ring bells?
We need people to sign up and
Okay.
ring bells. Actually, if you go to salarmyomaha.org,
SAL
yes.
Army.org.
Yes,
Okay.
and it'll lead you there. There's a link, I
Okay.
believe it's in the upper part of the page. We definitely do. If we don't have somebody ringing bells in a particular location, it really is costing us upwards of $200 an hour. That's how much busy
Yeah.
retail times are at the major retail outlets that ring bells for us.
Right.
And until we get every one of those slots full, it's hurting us in our fundraising efforts, which also hurts us in our ability to
Right.
deliver programs and services. Plus, it's fun.
It is fun.
Talk about
I've
hot
done it
chocolate.
before.
Good.
I've done it many times.
We'd love to have you do it again this
Yeah.
year.
And you can dress up, people sing songs,
They
you
do.
can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So
can.
that's celebrating the holidays and what your organization does. So
Right.
website one more time.
salarmyomaha.org,
Okay.
and then look for Register to Ring. And I think if you go to Register to Ring, it also will give you a link right
Okay.
to it. And plug in your zip code, it'll give you different options, and we'd love to have a lot of people out there this
Yeah.
year for the first time trying it.
Yeah.
Or if you've been doing it every year with family, friends, scout groups, whomever it might be, we'll look forward to seeing you out there.
All right. Well, Jeff, thank you very much. You also are, the Salvation Army is a part of our annual giving guide, and we have a great profile that talks about other ways to give throughout the year and how to get involved. But again, thank you for joining me, and
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
You
welcome.
do so much for the community,
Yeah,
Andy.
thank you.
And we don't take you for granted. We
Yeah.
appreciate that, and you help us to raise funds that help us with our mission. We appreciate that.
I appreciate you saying that, so thank you so much. And we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I am here with Travis Freeman. He is, first of all, a good friend, founder, owner of Bright Ideas, does amazing things with the Salvation Army. We'll talk about that a little bit later with the Tree of Lights campaign. But Travis, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So you were actually one of our interviews in the October issue. You were a VIP in this last issue, and interviewing you, there's so many different facets of you, but we're talking about Bright Ideas and kind of how that all began, and also what you're doing that to really contribute back to the community and make a difference. So let's just talk about how did it all begin, Bright Ideas.
So yeah, when I was in high school, and I had a lawn service, and I ran an ad in the Thrifty Nickel. I had bought a snowplow, and never snowed that year, and I literally went out to somebody's house, and they called me up. I got one call off of it, and they handed me a trash bag of lights that took me 4 hours to untangle. Half of them didn't work, and it took me about 20 minutes to put up the other half. And I just figured there's got to be a better way to do this
Right.
than doing it. So it's one of those things you always come back to. Here's the problem, find a solution for it. How can we do this? And if there's a need for it, how can we make it better?
Yeah, because when you were 16 years old, what was it? Was it the 70s, the 80s,
Everything. It was, I graduated high school in '89.
Okay.
So,
all right. So
yeah.
I'm
dating me a little bit.
yeah, but not in a bad way, because so when you were 16, there literally people decorating homes for Christmas was not
It's not at all what it is today.
an industry. That
No,
wasn't even
no.
a business. People
No.
just did it themselves. So kind of like the Christmas Story when the guy's out putting lights on the.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody
that's-
was out.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, yeah, we literally were the first company out there. Like, when we
Yeah.
told people we decorated homes for Christmas, they had no idea what we were even doing.
Yeah.
So, and that really was kind of my, I thought, okay, if I could create this thing that, and come up with a custom lighting for homes that people like, okay, they would see it and recognize it, that's,
Yeah.
bright ideas.
Yeah. Well, talk a little bit more. So you started to do this as a teenager, really created a business. That was your kind of initiation into entrepreneurship, so to speak. So where did it go from there?
So from there, I mean, we were decorating homes, we were getting busier. So then, as I did not go to college and my friends did, so they were going to Kansas State and Arizona, and they were saying, hey, send me some, your brochures. I'm going to see if I can sell some houses here. So they had sold houses, so we're sending them product. And then I'm thinking, hey, if we can duplicate this from Omaha to Arizona to Kansas City, Minneapolis, we could make this all over the country and even bigger than that.
Yeah.
And so we started looking into how to do that, and we developed this whole training class,
Right.
And this whole other group of people that had the same problem we did.
Right.
That, hey, it didn't snow that much. We still have employees that we need to keep busy.
Right.
So we became this fourth quarter add-on company to a lot of people around the country that had the same problems we did.
So again, this article was just, I've read it several times, but just talking about, how you looked at distribution points, how you saw a problem that needed to be solved, and how it kind of grew. Your business just, I think, has exploded. I mean, how many years have you, Bright Ideas has been around for how many years?
Close to about 25 years now.
Okay, wow. And let's talk about some of your mentors, because we've talked about that, over coffee.
Yeah.
But you have some people that have really influenced you.
Yeah, and honestly, and everything, I think it's from your employees to your mentors, it's the people that you surround
Yeah.
yourself with
Yeah.
are really the people that, help you grow, help you expand, and give you, even visions beyond what you think you have.
Yeah.
And I think when you're around those people, I mean, I was really close with Mike Simmons.
Yeah.
And, Willie Thiessen, just people like that have had huge success in life. And I think when you're around those people, you get that same energy.
Absolutely.
Everybody feeds off the same energy. They're giving energy, you have energy, and then when it comes together, it just helps, project that next level
Absolutely.
of what you want to succeed in.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about the Salvation Army and your involvement with what they do each year with the Tree of Lights campaign.
Okay, so I've been involved in them for probably about close to going on 20 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we used to do it when it was a live tree. We'd go out and do a tree selection, and then we'd decorate that tree. It started at the, actually started just decorating a tree at the courthouse downtown.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And actually Mike Simmons was heavily involved in that. And then we moved it to the Crossroads
I remember
Mall.
that. Yep.
So it was a live tree there until the live tree got stuck under a bridge for 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So that kind of got us into where could we have a permanent spot
Right.
and a permanent home and a permanent tree for the Salvation Army?
Yeah.
And that's when I came up with the idea, and they came to me and said, what could you come up with?
Solving a problem.
Solving a problem to design this, to make this work at this location. And that's when we got together and we designed this 75-foot tree with over, like 600 LED
Wow.
snowflakes on it. It's got a 6-foot star on it.
Yeah.
And it's actually become like a beacon of hope actually for the Salvation Army and for the city.
Everybody
Everybody looks forward to it. And we actually are moving the tree tomorrow and putting it up Saturday morning.
Okay.
So.
Because again, so that's 90th and Dodge is where it's been.
Right.
And how many years has it been at 90th and Dodge?
I think it's going on the 12th year
Okay.
now at 90th and Dodge.
Okay. Again, it is, that tree goes up and you just look for it. It is a beacon of hope. And why was that important to you? I mean, why why is the Salvation Army? What does that mean to you?
You know, I think just it's like it's a local organization, and you can
Yeah.
actually see the need in Omaha, and when you actually know what they're doing
Yeah.
with the money, you can see it happening, and you can see it changing.
Right.
And we've actually had employees that have gone through their program
Yeah.
that have, you know, been down their luck, stayed at the Salvation Army, and come back out of it and have had great success.
Yeah,
So it's neat to be attached and know somebody that's actually gone through it.
absolutely.
And it's not like you give money to an organization and have no idea or can't see
Right.
what changes it makes.
Right. So we've got just a couple more minutes talking about the Salvation Army, just kind of how you got started. I mean, what tidbits of wisdom do you want to leave us with? And that's kind of, I'm throwing you a question that.
Gosh, you know, I learned a long time ago that the worst decision is the one you don't make.
Yeah.
And you're always going to fail at doing something, but you know, it's like you learn from your failures.
Yeah.
And you know, it makes you stronger.
I hear you.
You know,
Yes.
and we've all eaten a lot of mistakes, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm not alone in that. So,
Yeah.
we learn from that.
That's great advice, and I can speak to, yes, I've done a lot of things but making that decision, if you don't make it, you don't.
Yeah,
The experience is not there. It does not open up to other opportunities as well. So.
Yeah.
So how can people find out more about Bright Ideas? Website?
They can go to our website. It's brightidea.com.
Okay.
And we're located on 156th and Blondo.
Yeah.
And we've actually got Santa Claus being dropped off in helicopter November 3rd and 4th at 1 o'clock in the parking lot.
Okay.
So
I'm going to make a note of that.
It will be
Yeah.
awesome to come see that. So that's a big, we get a big turnout for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for just your contribution to the community. I mean, you're a business owner, entrepreneur, but you really have taken what you do and give back to Omaha and I think probably elsewhere as well. So.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been
yeah,
fun.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's great
Yeah,
to call
thank
you
you.
friends. So
yeah, that's
yeah.
nice. Thank
So
you.
pick up the October-November issue. You can pick it up at the Bookworm and other places around Omaha. We've got a great story about Travis, and again, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we will be right back. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Learn more about Metro Magazine at spiritofomaha.com. Don't forget to vote, and I will see you back here next week.